Yo, what happened? What's popping, Dave? What's cracking? Can you
Yo,
hear
man,
me?
you where you at, man? Yeah, man, you out in the brick. You got the bricks
Yo,
behind you. I see you,
I
man.
got a nice little backdrop for your boy. I'm outside, Dave. I stay outside.
Literally.
I'm outside, yo. I'm outside. My location right now. I'm in South Cac. You know what I'm saying? I'm in South Cac right now, in Myrtle Beach, for a
Got you.
dance competition. I'm ultimate dance dad. And before we get started, I got to shout out to my daughter, because my daughter, I'm at the national championship. Shout out to my daughter and her squad, her two squads, because she dances with two separate squads in the studio. Both her routines won national championships. So we outside, we raising banners, Dave. Hopefully the Panthers can
That's
do the
what's up.
same, because my daughter's setting the
It's
bar.
gonna be a while.
My daughter's setting the bar, fam.
Now, what we got to do, we just need to start talking about your daughter's dance routines, your daughter's dance moves, and the
Facts.
squad that she's on, so we can see more championships. Because it might be a while, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
This could
I
be
can
a
tell
minute.
you, what they practice in red zone right now, Dave. They downstairs, down the escalator. They are practicing. They are practicing right now for their group routine tomorrow. They got a group routine for the whole studio, which typically does well. So we'll see. But yeah, man, this is good stuff. We outside, man. We outside.
That's what's up. I'm trying to fix my situation real quick because I see my shirt keep going in and out. So
You
yeah,
good,
man,
bro?
that's what's up. Myrtle Beach. I ain't been to Myrtle Beach in a minute, man. I got family about an hour away from there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, and Dave. Yeah, I just saw somebody post a shot NFL kid. Yes, we did hit 17K. We hit that joint off the Baker Mayfield news. So we appreciate y'all. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the former Cleveland Brown fans that are now Carolina Panthers fans. It's not wrong with that. It's not wrong flipping sides. It's not wrong flipping sides. So
Not nothing wrong at all.
welcome to the Carolinas, man. But just don't leave when Baker out of here after 1 year, maybe. That's
Look,
just,
man, the Jets fans are still here with Sam, so you never know, man.
the Jets fans are still here. Some of
Look.
the Jets fans still here.
So we'll see what happens, man. But I know, like, I remember when the Browns traded for Deshaun, and there was a portion of the fan base that was not happy. So welcome. It's pretty much a done deal that Baker's going to get the start. So you'll at least get
Yeah,
one
man,
season out
it's
of him.
it's it's all but confirmed. But Dave, I am seeing some news, and I don't know. You got to confirm this because I haven't been in tune. But is Baker wearing number 13?
I don't think that's official yet. Somebody put the
Okay,
jersey out, but I don't think that's official yet.
all right. That'd be kind of crazy if he wore number 13. Let me see, because all the numbers
Well,
are.
Hecker got 6.
Yeah,
So
1 through 15. That's the only joint available. It's 13, or except for one. Excuse me, one is not taken, but obviously Baker Mayfield is
now,
not going to take number
now
one. Is he?
they're not
Dave? Is Baker Mayfield going to touch number one? Is that what we doing?
the better concern now. But here's the thing: in defense of Baker, I it would be on the ownership to allow him to get number 1. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. That's going to be on the ownership. That ain't on that. That's not Baker's fault. Like if Baker walks up into the locker room and they'd be like, "Yo, here's your numbers. You got 1, 13, and 15." And if Baker decides on 1, the organization be like, "Nah, man, one's not available. We got to snatch that from you." Like, but if they offer 1 to that man, you can't get mad at that man if he decides to pick 1. Y'all will lose y'all shit if he decides to pick 1, but you can't be mad at that man for deciding to pick 1.
Yeah, nah. So I'm seeing a lot of stuff in here. He said he's going to roll with 13. I don't know if that's true or
All
not.
right,
I
let me
don't
double
have
check.
the.
Let me go
Yeah,
check. Let me
I
go
don't
check.
know.
Now
I
you
don't
gonna
know
have me
what's
look.
good. Yo, I don't know what's good with it. I'm just responding to what the chat is saying. We're gonna have to do a lot of that, Dave, because today I don't got no slides. I'm outside, so I ain't had time to put nothing together. So we just gonna be shooting shit.
Well,
So
I
it's
will say this. I will say this. Panthers QB Baker Mayfield says he will wear number 13 this upcoming season. This number and I have some unfinished business. You'll never see a harder working 13. I don't know how true this is. I'm not buying that.
where
Oh, he's
where
the
you
beat
see that?
reporter. Yeah, nah.
Who
Let me do some more. Let me see
who
some
wrote
more.
that? Who wrote it? Who
Yeah,
wrote it?
I ain't ready. Kevin Grand here. I don't know if this guy is. I gotta.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah, I ain't buying it
13
because
though. I mean,
they 13 is a tough number to wear.
You know what's crazy? How disrespectful is it that Baker Mayfield, our potential franchise quarterback, couldn't get the number 6 off of Hecker?
Because it's simple, man. Cat Crave said it best. My man used the Sam Washington meme. Better bring me my money. He's gonna have to get off that, man. He's gonna have to pay. Hecker doesn't have to give him that number.
Come on, man. Man, that's crazy though. Like, you can't get it from a punter, dog.
But then again, Jimmy, like, Cam wanted number 2 and Jimmy didn't want to give it to him. And that's why he changed it to 1. People forget about that. Cam wanted number 2 and Jimmy refused to give it to him.
I do.
That's why he became number 1. So it's all about perspective.
Damn.
So people forget about that.
Damn, he couldn't get it from a damn punter. He couldn't get the number 6 from a punter, dog. That's kind of crazy.
But Jared's right. This is kind of accurate when you sit down and think about it. I know how you feel about punters.
Man, come on, bro. Is that what we doing, man? Is that what we doing? Come on now. Come on now.
Look, man. Yo, man, that day is like
that's funny. He has attempted a lot of passes though. I ain't gonna hold you.
He has. Yo, my man might have a perfect quarterback rate while you joking.
He's throwing a lot of passes, so I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Damn, Baker, you couldn't get the 6 off of Hecker, bro.
That's not worse than Cam not getting off of Clausen, by the way. Just let me be clear.
I think it is worse. You can't get the number off of
Hecker might have more touchdown passes than Clausen. Hecker might have more touchdown passes than Clausen.
That might be true, but still.
Hecker doesn't play the position.
Oh, nah, that's disrespectful, bro.
Hashtag. That's right. That's right, Seeker. Punters are our people too. Damn it. Punters are our people too.
Man, damn, Baker. Now you're not getting off to a good start, bro. You can't even get the number.
I mean, what you expect? You showed up right before training camp. What you expect? No new friends.
They got Hecker jerseys hot off the press printing.
They might, man. You never know what you see when you go to the Panther store.
Yeah. The way y'all talking about, y'all would go out there and buy a Hecker jersey, the most accomplished punter in the history of the football league. The way y'all be talking.
Listen, man. I just hope whenever I'm curious to see what they're going to end up with. I'm very intrigued. See what they
all right, so Dave, let's go ahead and kick off some content here, Dave. Did you happen to read or listen to the video that I put out with the good, the bad, the ugly? I did one for Sam Darnold. I put out another one for Baker. Did you happen to listen to it?
Half of it. I got through half of it.
Okay, fair enough. You got through the good parts. The film is.
I got through all the data stuff. Yeah, after the film, I said, all right.
So Dave, well, give me your thoughts on the data portion of the videos.
I thought the offensive line correlated to his performance, with the exception of last year, because last year he played hurt, and I am fair, but it looks like the offensive line correlated to how well he played. The better his offensive line was, the better he played. So, yeah, Panthers fans, everything I've been trying to tell you, clear correlation.
And it was top. It wasn't just any offensive line play. It was top 1 and 2. Like, you talking about a top 3 offensive line in front of this man, which propelled him to a decent quarterback ranking. You know what I'm saying? So I think that listen, the offensive line he got to man up, or we could be in for a long season. And that really goes for any quarterback, right? I mean, unless you Lamar Jackson or somebody that's Cam Newton in his prime that can do without a good offensive line, that's every quarterback. All quarterbacks need a good offensive line in front of them. But it's amplified more when you have mediocre quarterbacks. Their performance gets worse behind terrible quarterback play. Offensive line play.
But one thing I will say, this will probably be the best line any Panther quarterback has had since probably 2017, if that, give or take.
On paper.
On paper.
On paper.
On
You
paper.
gotta see it. I gotta see it. See it to believe it, Dave. You can't just tell me, you gotta show me. You gotta show me.
Nah, I just think that, well, I know what I've seen. I know it's easy. I know we were saying believe it until you see it. I've seen the starting offensive lines the past couple of years, and they've been terrible. So it's hard to believe it can get any worse than what we've seen. But we'll see. We'll see. But it'll be interesting. I think the data showed me a lot. It showed me that what I've been saying has been pretty damn accurate. And like we've been saying too, if the offensive line is trash, he's not going to be good here. He's just not. So
I mean, but that,
we'll
like I said, same can be said for any quarterback. But like I said, when you get down to these mediocre quarterbacks, they really need things to work out for them. Now I was surprised with the run game, because the run game, I think it ranked 17 when he first got there, 14, and it got up to the top 10. And then the defense, I think I overstated their defense a lot more on this show than probably I should have. Their defense is not as great, and I think our defense can kind of match that same output that the Browns defense was doing. I don't think, I know they got some guys on the defense, but I don't know that, I think we can duplicate that from a ranking standpoint. I think we can duplicate that. I know they got Garrett and Clowney and Ward and all these other whoever they got on the defense side of football. I know they got that, but I think we can replicate that.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I agree with you there. Like, we'll see what happens. The receiver, you notice you didn't mention receivers, by the way.
Mm-hmm. What about them?
Like when you ran your video, you didn't mention about the wide receiver cores at all.
Okay.
Because of the level of comparisons. The comparisons between the receiver position.
I think it's comparable. I think it's comparable. Yeah, I think I think Jarvis Landry. We talk about Jarvis Landry. You talk about Odell. He could never get on the same page with Odell Beckham. Now that's something you could talk about as far as the concern. Can he get on the same page as a DJ Moore, as a Robbie Anderson? And
I'm not worried about DJ. I'm more worried about Robbie, to be honest with you. I'm not worried about DJ, because DJ has shown that he's been able to play with any quarterback that comes in front of him.
Okay.
That can't even be the same for Odell Beckham. So
yeah. So
I'm not worried about DJ.
Listen, chemistry matters, bro. That's why I wish they would have got it done a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have got it done a little bit earlier. Not a long time ago. I would say a little bit earlier. But we'll see if they can get that right. We can see if they get that right as far as the chemistry goes.
But overall, like data-wise, like I said, I was shocked by the numbers a little bit, knocked me off a little bit, but the correlation, man. So, but I think that Baker, I beat up Baker about him not being better than Sam or about the same as Sam. I'm backpedaling from that. I'm backpedaling a little bit from that. I think he's better than Sam.
Yeah, I that's one thing I walked away with. I think he's definitely better than Sam. And I think we, and I definitely backpedaled in the video. I kind of said that, he's better than Sam, but he can be more. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's how you have to really separate the two, right? Because yes, he's more talented than Sam, but how many more wins does that get you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we know he more talented than Sam, but I still stick by he's a 1 to 2 win quarterback better than Sam. Like, not a 6 to 7 win better quarterback than Sam. And I think that's kind of what.
Here's my thing. I stand by with the fact that you make the coaching staff and the general manager making a decision to go after Baker and making a decision to trade for Baker. That tells me that you expect us to make the playoffs or win at least 10 games. That should be what the bar is. Because if you did not think that, then you would not have traded for Baker. You would have rolled with what you had. Because at some point you got to have some level of patience, and it seems like nobody has it here. Yeah. So you don't trade for another quarterback just to win 5 or 6 games again, 6 or 7 games. You know what I'm saying? Like you trade for a quarterback to make the next jump. Like I think people expected the next jump from Teddy to Sam. So now we're gonna have to expect the next jump from Sam to Baker. So I don't think trotting out 5, 6, 7 wins is going to be enough. That's just my opinion on the matter. I mean, and one thing I wanted to do tonight, man, I was gonna go over the schedule with you to see how you feel about these games.
Let's do it. Let's rock with it. Let's rock with it.
Because I want you to have some level of brevity when it comes to this. So give me 1 second.
Let's do it. Let's rock with it. A new schedule will break down win-loss record. I'm telling you, it's only a 1 to 2 win difference based on the coaching. I think that's one aspect, Dave, that we really not talking about as well as coaching aspect. Dave, one thing I did walk away with, and when you talk about Baker Mayfield, is that he's had 4 different head coaches, 4 different offensive coordinators. That's a factor too. He hasn't had any level of consistency in the NFL, and that matters, right? And now he's on yet another head coach and offensive coordinator. Is he going to bounce back from that? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you never know what's going to happen with Baker. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, let me blow this up real quick.
Yeah, Atlanta Falcons are here talking. Yo, Falcons, please relax. I'll take Baker Mayfield over any quarterback you all have. Marcus Mariota, nobody. Who y'all got? Marcus Mariota, nobody.
Check clip I put in Discord, Dave.
Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Kyle with the Discord action. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, so let's go over this. So week 1, Cleveland Browns.
Book it.
Are you confident? All right, so that's
Baker
1.
Mayfield planting the Carolina flag in the 50-yard line.
All right, so we got 1 win there. All right, what about the Giants?
I'm rolling with the. Where is it? It's at New York?
It's in New York.
I'm still going
New
W.
York.
I'm going W there. W. For me.
Yeah. New head coach. Just remember that. All right. Home to New Orleans.
I'm going with W. 3-0, Dave.
All right. I'm with you so far.
3-0.
Arizona Cardinals.
I'm still going W.
I think we'll win this one too.
At home, Arizona coming to the East Coast. I'm rolling.
No, they're not coming to the East Coast. Well, they're coming to the East Coast, but it's going to be a 4:00 game.
Okay. You're right. Okay, still don't matter.
They're coming to the East Coast, but it's a 4:00 game.
Yo, Dave, we smacked them. We got the Cardinals number, yo. Even with Kyler, I know Kyler wasn't with them last year, but we smacked them with Kyler the year before that too, with no D-Hop. But anyway, like I said, we still got the W. They won't have D-Hop this time around. Will they have D-Hop?
Nope. He'll be suspended 6 games.
Suspended, right? Yeah. So anyway, W. Like I said.
All right. So we're 4-0, man. What about the 49ers? That's going to be depending on who the quarterback's going to be honest with you.
Is it? That's at home?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one, Dave. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, bro.
I'm assuming that Trey Lance is playing, though, by the way. So I think with Trey Lance there, I think
the defense is too nice. Defense is too nice. It ain't really about Trey. It's about that defense, bro. And they still got Debo for now.
For now, it doesn't like you want to come back to San Fran.
I'm gonna go L on that just because I don't. It's the unknown. I don't know. Y'all can say that means you. L on that.
Fine. That means you're gonna go L on the Rams too, because I damn sure am. And probably the Bucks as well. So you on a 3-game losing streak, bro.
Bucks at home though.
Yeah.
I think we'll be the Bucks at home.
You think we'll be the Bucks at home?
I'm 6-2.
Huh?
I'm 6-2.
Or you're not. You're 4-3.
No, what I say? I got three
You
W's,
you
three
have
L's. No, I got
yeah.
two L's.
Sam, oh, so
Oh,
you're 5-2. You're 5-2
five
because
and
you
two.
got the
5 and 2.
Rams.
My bad.
All right,
5 and 2.
5. So we're the same record because I think we'll lose to the Bucks. So we're the same record together right now, 5-2. I got us losing to the Bucks and the Rams. So at the Falcons, we'll beat their ass. So that'll be 6-2. At Cincinnati,
Yeah. We lose to Cincinnati,
yeah. So that's 6-3.
and we're gonna lose on prime time against the Falcons because we always do.
That's 6-4. I'm agreeing with you.
Ravens, nah,
That's
we
six
ain't
and
beating them
five.
next two. Nah, the next two we catching L's.
So we're
We
so we're
catching L's
so
the next two.
6-6. Then we got to bye. We'll beat Seattle. We'll beat
Yeah,
Seattle.
We'll beat Seattle. 7.
That's 7-6.
Got
Steelers.
Pittsburgh at home.
It'll end up being a Steelers game though, but
we're gonna lose because we're gonna lose. They know Baker.
7-7.
Detroit will beat Detroit.
That's 8.
We're gonna lose to Tampa, and we'll lose to New Orleans because
So
New Orleans might
8-9.
be. That's what I said. That's where I'm at, Dave. It's
8-9.
you know more than a two win difference. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't to me, Baker. It doesn't move the needle for me enough. You know what I'm saying? Could it?
8-9. Does 8-9? Does 8-9 keep that Rhule there?
I think so, man. I really do. Now, hold on. My thinking versus what is going to happen, like what I think should happen versus what's going to happen in reality are two different things. Like I think if you go 8-9, you should be fired because you're on your third quarterback in 3 seasons. Not acceptable. So I think he should be fired.
I think it's the 10-win theory, man. I think it's either 10 wins or the playoffs, or he should go. He should be fired. I really do. I think if he doesn't win 10 games, or don't make the playoffs, he should be fired. That's how
I think it's cat. I think it's cat because you want to know why? Because when this man came out and said he got 4, 5, 6, 7 years, that whatever he said this offseason at his press conference, that kind of sealed it for me that he's got pretty much an open check to really do whatever he needs to do. And I think any sign of progression is going to be a W for Matt Rhule, whether it's 6 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins. I think that's enough for him. I think it's enough for Tepper, bro.
You think 6 wins? You think 6 wins will keep his job?
Bro, based off of what Tepper, this is not, again, I'm separating my opinion versus reality, versus what Tepper has said and what he's told you. I'm separating the two because I think it's not enough. I think
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, bro. I don't think Tepper's patience is going to allow him to sit there and have another losing season.
My dude, he ain't done nothing but tell you he's supporting the man. What makes you think anything going to change, especially with quote unquote progression? Bro, he's done everything, but he's all but guaranteed it, in my opinion, that Matt Rhule's gonna be back with any sign of progression.
So you're saying we got to win 5 or less games for him to get canned?
Yeah, I really do think so. I think anything less than 5 when he gets him canned, you got to show progression this year. That's my opinion, bro. Man. I think he got the the blank check. Do whatever you want, as long as you get these W's.
Well, based on the bye week, it looks like that he would have been saying, like we were talking about prior to the season, before the schedule came out.
Talk about that. Yeah.
We talked about where the bye is going to be important, but based on the way that the record was at the bye week, he's safe. He's going to get to finish the season.
This is a good question, Dave. This is where do we? Because I think we've said that. I think we are guilty of saying he's been impatient. I think I've said it personally before.
I know he's impatient. Are you ready? You want to know why he's impatient?
Tell me why.
The man's had 4 different quarterbacks since he's been the owner of the team.
Is that him?
You don't think they asked? You don't think the owner knows that they're swapping these quarterbacks as constantly they are? You don't think he pushed Teddy out of here? So we got to have a quarterback. Quarterback's a currency. You don't think that's him? You don't think he had a factor?
There's levels to patience.
Bro, this man has had 4 different. This man has owned this team since 2018. He's had a different quarterback start for him. This will be the 4th one since he's owned the team. The 4th quarterback in 5 seasons.
But the
longest tenure quarterback he's ever had was Cam Newton.
But the same head coach.
No, Rivera was there for 2 years.
But since the one that he's hired, he's rocking with this dude.
He's rocking because his pride is getting in the way. He don't want to admit that he's wrong.
So he's not impatient. He's not. That means he's not impatient, bro. He's patient with what he picks.
He's impatient with Charlotte FC.
That's why I say there's levels. There's levels, bro.
He ran off that coach before the season ended.
It's levels. He's patient with what he picks. With what he directly picks, he's patient. Facts.
All right, so let's ask the next question.
What's the next question, Dave?
At 8-9, is that enough for Baker to get an extension?
Oh, okay.
We need to talk about it.
Yeah, that's
8-9. Is that enough? Huh?
Okay. Unpack it. What's his stats look like?
Oh God! At 8-9, he probably cost us. A couple games, maybe 2 or 3 games. We'll say that he threw for 25 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 3,500 yards. You know, we don't have too many 4,000-yard quarterbacks in Panthers history.
I don't think we're gonna have one this year either.
You know what I'm saying?
Even with 17 games.
I think 8 wins is enough, personally.
I don't think so.
No, bro. So you telling me that Matt Rhule is gonna survive this shit at 8-9 and not resign Baker?
Only because Matt Corral is waiting in the wings.
Dog. And that's why I think he might get canned. There's no way. If that man wins 8 games and he gets to come back another year, he ain't changing that quarterback. Corral gonna be waiting a while, bro. Which is unfortunate for him.
It is unfortunate. This is why I get it.
This is why I was against the trade, by the way. Let me be clear. This is why I was against the trade.
It's tough when you bring in Matt. You trade for him, not too much. You trade away some future picks for Matt Corral. You know, and people start to get hype a little bit around him, and then, I mean, they kind of told you what. See, this is the thing. This is the thing about Panther Nation. We so damn naive. We don't even believe what they tell us anymore. Like, because they told us this was going to happen. They told us they was bringing another quarterback. They told us they was going to bring another quarterback. They're telling us that Matt Rhule is essentially safe, but y'all don't want to believe it.
Well, my thing is, if you
don't want to believe it, bro.
But the thing is, man, if you believe that Matt Rhule is safe and that man wins 8 or 9 games, then it becomes the question of, do you extend Baker? Do you re-sign Baker? I think they will. If they win 8 games, I think they will. Mm-hmm. There's no way they're gonna let Baker walk with 8 games.
Not once they see that price tag.
Mm-mm. But the thing is, if the price tag is a reasonable price tag, then like Baker ain't gonna be able to out here asking for $40 million.
Shit. For 30, okay, so if you think if Baker gets us to the Carolina Panthers to 8 wins and he looks halfway decent doing it, you don't think he's gonna get a market? You don't think there's gonna be a market for Baker?
He'll get like 30 mil. He'll get like 30.
It's a lot of money, Dave.
But that's low end. That's low end quarterback money nowadays. Unless you're a rookie.
Low end. That's not really low end, Dave. You
dog. How much does Kirk Cousins make?
Hell if I know.
How much does Carson Wentz make? He'll be making more than Carson Wentz. Like, that's low end. Like that's low end, Rashad. Like 30. Like, I don't think folks understand. Dog.
Nah, bro.
You looking all crazy. I'm trying to help you, man.
I look fine, Dave. Thank you very much.
I know, man. You out here in Myrtle Beach getting all this sun, all these beaches
I ain't getting no sun, bro. I ain't getting no sun. I don't think so.
All right, I'm gonna help you out. I'm here to help you out. So Matt Ryan makes $30 million.
Matt Ryan is not Baker Mayfield, first of all. He's a former MVP.
Let me finish. He's the 12th highest paid quarterback in the league at $30 million. All right. Tannehill makes 29.5. Jimmy Garoppolo makes 27.5. Tom Brady only makes 15. And after that, Jameis 14, Mariota 9.3. If he plays decent, he's going to ask between 27.5.
Bring it down. Nah, he gonna ask for about 25, and we not paying that. Well, not when you got Matt Corral waiting in the wings, bro. He's gonna. They got Matt Corral sizzling.
If Rhule's there, bro, they're gonna pay it. They're not gonna let Rhule look. If Rhule wins 8 games with Baker Mayfield, they're not gonna let that man come back with another quarterback. I just don't see that happening.
They've been doing it for the past 3 years.
He ain't won 8 games. My man ain't gone above 5 yet.
Dave, he ain't won 6 games.
That's my point. So now you out here, you almost doubled your allotment of games won. Plus 3 your win total. Especially if Baker wins all 8. In essence, he would double the win total because Darnold and Teddy only won 4 games for him each.
That's true.
So, like, he would double his win total. You out here paying Teddy $23 million.
And then they let him go to next year.
And then they let him go to next year. You out here paying Sam 19 to sit on the bench. So what's 25? What's 30?
I ain't having it. You bugging.
See, man. See, this is why you got to ask these tough questions. Because I'm telling you, bro, if Baker doubles the win total. No, I'm just saying, if Baker goes and has the same amount of wins as Sam Darnold and Teddy Bridgewater combined in 2 seasons in 1 year, they're going to have to pay that man. They're going to have to pay him middle of the pack quarterback money.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what's going to force them to not pay him. But Dave, you see how many millions? You see how many millions we got over the cap next year? Like 30?
I mean, and we got to pay Brian Burns too.
That matters, yo. They not paying that man, yo. They're not paying that man unless he goes off and like is truly the man. If he like theoretically plants his flag OU at the 50-yard line and says, "I'm the franchise quarterback, 4,000-yard season." I'm talking about like 35 touchdowns. I'm talking about like 15 interceptions. I'm talking about like if he does that, that's what's going to get him paid.
But if he does that, he's going to be now. You're talking high end. You're talking 35 mil plus.
Yeah,
if he does
that's
that.
But at that point, you ain't got no choice. We talking about paying a dude that's mediocre, and we've done that. And I feel like if that's the case, I feel like Matt Corral can duplicate what Baker Mayfield brings to the table.
So how do you feel about Kirk Cousins?
I like Kirk. You seen what Kirk did last year?
I know. I'm not talking about what he did.
I was at the game. No, I was at the game. I witnessed it with my own two. Give me that. I take that. Pause.
Well, I'm saying that because there's some people that don't think Kirk's like upper echelon at quarterbacking. And if that's the case, that man's making $35 million.
I take Kirk Cousins over Baker Mayfield.
Like, speaking of which, let's look at the Kirk Cousins. Let's look at the Kirk Cousins stat line. I want to see what $35 million look like. Oh no, he balled last year. Never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
he balled
Give me
last year.
Kirk Cousins any day. I saw the
that
Kirk
man had
Cousins slander.
that man had 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions last year. Year before
I
that, he
saw,
had 35-13. Year before that, he had 26-6.
Kirk can play,
All right.
bro.
Yeah, Kirk can play. All
Give me
right.
Kirk Cousins any day over Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, 33-7. No wonder he was able to get $35 million a year. It makes sense. Yeah, Kurt balling. Just like I underestimated Baker, I definitely underestimated Kurt. Kurt got some, even though he can't keep a wide receiver stay with him. Nah, yo, dude. When I look at the stats and the stats tell me otherwise, I own up to it. If I look at the stats, if I look at the stats, when I look at the stats and the stats say, Dave, you full of shit, I will admit that I'm full of shit.
But see, this is the problem, right? So what has Kirk done? You're right. From a team perspective, his team ain't really done shit. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. When we look at these quarterbacks from an individual standpoint, it doesn't really matter how Baker Mayfield does as an individual. Like, what's the coaching look like? How's the defense going to play? Like, is he going to be supported? Like, it doesn't really matter. Baker is not going to move the needle that far to where we're talking about, he's going to put the team on his back to win games. Like, that's not what Baker does. In fact, I put up the stat. He only has had he's had 7 total game-winning drives in his career. 4 of those came in his rookie season. The other 3 came since 2019. He had 0 last year. All right, he's had the same amount of game-winning drives as Sam Darnold and Teddy Bridgewater since 2019. So Baker is not going to put the team on his back. He's not that type of dude. He did have the one game. He's had the one game in 2020 with Cincinnati. I think he had 2 that year in 2020, where he put the team on his back, game-winning drives. That's not Baker Mayfield. So what we're talking about is other folks showing up. The coaching, right? The defensing. Like, that still needs to happen.
Computers Putin.
The computers Putin, Dave. All that has to happen. And if that doesn't happen, we're going to be sitting right where we at. Like, we're going to be sitting here saying we ain't got no quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Baker is he's not that guy. Listen, for a guy that didn't want the trade, for a guy that went and looked at the film, I like what I saw in Baker. But at the end of the day, he's not going to move the needle and get us. He individually, let me make my point really clear so y'all understand, because I know a lot of y'all like to hear what you like to hear. Baker individually is not moving the needle for the Carolina Panthers by himself. He's not. He still needs the defense to defense, the computers to pute, the coaching to coach. He still needs all of that. Okay, let's be clear. I just want y'all to be clear on that. Let's be clear. Okay? Be clear on it.
Computers Putin will never get old. That's how I'm going to remember Cam for the rest of my life.
Nah, Cam is my guy. I saw the Cam slander in the Ada chat too, by the way. I was gonna chime in, but I don't like that. Y'all be disrespecting.
There's no way you could win that debate. All I gotta say is computers Putin and the discussion's over. Shout out to Cage Loose Mister. Baker won a playoff game 2 years ago under a much better coach, but yeah, the Panthers left my ass off. Yeah, man. I've been telling y'all it's about the coach. That's why I keep asking these questions about this man. And if Rashad, if you feel confident that 8 wins is going to keep this coach here, dude, man, this is rough, bro. This is rough. Normally, by the 3rd year, we're in the playoffs, bro, with these new coaches. Normally, by the 3rd year, we're in the playoffs.
And this I agree with. The Panthers absolutely have talent. Absolutely have the talent. That's what makes it so frustrating. Because we do have the talent. We got a talented roster. We have a playoff roster. We have a wild card playoff roster in the NFC right now. But if the coaches can't get it out of us, then we're just gonna be. It is what it is. You got to coach. You got to coach, bro.
A lot of folks are giving Stefanski a lot of heat.
I seen the heat, yo. I seen that heat, bro. I'm seeing that like they call it Stefanski. Yo, if Stefanski is a joke, then Matt Rhule built the comedy club, fam. Like if that's what we doing, like yo, if Stefanski is a joke, yo, bro, come on, bro. Nigga, yo, if Stefanski is a joke, bro, I would take.
My man said he built the comedy club in Yellow Springs, Ohio.
Yo, if Stefanski is a joke, bro, fam. Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. My dude.
Oh my God.
I take Stefanski any day over Matt Rhule. Any day. No question. No question.
I agree, though. I agree. I think I'll take Stefanski. I want Stefanski to get hired during the round that we hired Rhule.
I got food coming.
Matter of fact, everybody Cleveland got, although I'm questioning Andrew Berry's judgment, but I digress. Uh-oh. Rashad about to get pulled. That's the pull. That is hilarious. Hey, by the way, man, I mean, that Dave Chappelle special was actually pretty good. Oh, nah, I'm with you, dude. I'm all about it's all for me. It's always about the head coach. Like I think the head coach is not discussed enough from the standpoint of whether or not we're going to be good or not. I think we're sleeping on the situation with the head coach. I think we're not talking about it enough. Like I think we keep pointing to the quarterbacks, but there's one constant, and that's
that's what I saw the post earlier, bro. I saw the post earlier about this podcast being mid because we pointing out the obvious, bro. Trust me, I've been potting long enough to know that everybody values individual talent over coaching. It matters, bro. Trust me. I know.
Especially in the NFL. Like, you got to know how to scheme shit. Talent's important, don't get me wrong, but you got to have a coach that knows how to scheme, that knows how to adjust, that knows how to change as you go, and to know how to motivate the team that they got. Like, you got to have all that. Dude, football is the ultimate team sport.
It is. But people overlook that. Sport. Shout out to Greg, man. Baker needs a top 3 O-line, kick-ass D, Hall of Famer, a wide receivers to win. How are y'all going to win with a subpar O-line, Rob made of glass, and a questionable D? Baker will do well enough to piss you off.
Well, here's one thing. The Cleveland Browns ain't got no Hall of Fame wide receivers. Let me go ahead and clear that up right now. The Cleveland Browns did not have any Hall of Fame wide receivers when Baker Mayfield was a quarterback there. And if they did, I want to know who the hell it is. And if it's who I think you're gonna name,
Odell.
I guess you have there's no way in hell Odell's a Hall of Famer. No way in hell. He can get 3 more rings, he wouldn't be a Hall of Famer, bro. He ain't got the numbers to back that up. Nope. No, sir. I'm not doing that. It ain't Landry either. If it ain't them two, who is it?
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, Donald Peoples-Jones. Okay. Oh.
C-Mac.
I don't. Yeah,
C-Mac
Christian McCaffrey's going to end up. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's going to end up going.
If he's healthy.
Yeah, he's going to end up going. He's already got stat would put something in the Hall, like a ball or some shit in the Hall of Fame as it is. So he'll probably end up going.
We got DJ Moore, dog. DJ Moore's a dog.
Yeah, DJ Moore's better than DJ Moore right now is better than Odell Beckham. He's better than Jarvis Landry.
Our offensive
I'm trying
line
to
is
check.
improved as well. Yeah, we got Icky.
But
On paper is better, but it won't be a top 3 offensive line. I'll tell you that shit. And if it
nah,
is, I'd be very surprised.
let me see here.
I'd be very surprised if it's top 3.
It was top 3.
I'm just being
Shout out
honest.
to Baker needs what Brady and Stafford needed to win a Super Bowl the last 2 years. Everything. Well, Stafford was a good quarterback in his own right, though. He was a good quarterback in his own right.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady was too.
Stafford did his thing, bro. Stafford did his thing.
Yeah, Stafford put Detroit on his back with Megatron. Him and Megatron tried to put Detroit try to drag Detroit to the promised land.
I'm talking about the Rams.
Oh yeah.
He did his
But he
thing.
wasn't mediocre. But he wasn't mediocre. He wasn't bad in Detroit, is my point.
But if Stafford didn't ball out, the Rams ain't got no ring, bro.
That's true. Let's see here. Yo, somebody said they think Baker is Drew Brees. Nah. If we're top half, I'll be impressed. To be honest with you, if we're top 16 in the league, I'll be impressed.
Yeah,
we'll probably,
if we can jump in top 15, I'd be happy.
Yeah, that'll be the goal, bro. If we can get top 15, that'll be it. I don't see it, but if it happens, I wouldn't be crying. Rhule ain't even better than Freddie Kitchens. Oh Jesus, that's rough. That's tough.
Damn.
Nah, he's better than Freddie Kitchens. He's better than Freddie Kitchens. Appreciate the super chat. He's better than Freddie Kitchens.
Damn, Cage Luke.
He
said rough. Freddie Kitchens. God dog. He said the Charlotte version of Jim Tom Sula. Goodness gracious, fam.
So let's have a discussion. I want to talk about all this whole ordeal about the toxicity of Baker Mayfield.
Toxicity?
Toxicity, yeah.
Let's do it. Because that's one thing I did not address in my video, which I should have, but I forgot. But let's talk about it.
So here's one thing.
I think it's a very important fact.
All right. So shout out to Cage Luke Mister for the super chat. We really appreciate it. But yeah, man, let's have that conversation because I think it's hard for me to listen to a franchise about somebody's character who just brought in somebody who has questionable one. That's a tough sell for me. That's a very tough sell for me.
Okay. You're right. Semantics, you're absolutely right.
Semantics, bro.
No, I agree with you. You are right. For a team that went out and got a Deshaun Watson, going through all he's going through, and getting rid of a Baker Mayfield, and then questioning one's character afterwards, bro, I completely get it. But it ain't the same, right? It's not. I get the talking point, I get the semantics, but it ain't necessarily the same, right? We're talking about a guy which on the field may have been hard to get along with from a leadership standpoint. I didn't read the article. I just saw the headline. So let me not pretend like I read it. But you're talking about a guy that's they called him a crybaby, and this is stuff that you can kind of see if you look close enough. This is the same thing I said in the video. Like if things don't go well for Baker in Carolina, shit could implode. Like if we winning, things could go great. It could be awesome with Baker, but once we start losing and communication goes awry, how is this shit gonna roll?
If the coach loses control of the locker room, he's gonna get fired. Y'all, you guys think he's to that point? I'm not completely ready to buy that completely. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not ready to buy that. Challenging fans to fight in the tunnel. Does that make him a bad teammate?
No,
that makes him a guy that doesn't like dealing with fans.
That's part of the
So I
game,
hope you
though,
don't.
bro.
Well, some people can't take. Some people are sensitive on that type of shit, man. That's just the reality of the fact. I get what you're saying, and I'm not trying to defend Baker. I'm just saying that does that make him a bad teammate if he decides to fight the fans? Maybe that's how he gets pumped up.
And I think, and this I could be wrong on this, but I do think Baker gets a little bit of a bad rap. Like the players that play with him kind of rock with the dude. Like he's kind of one of
That's
those.
what I've been seeing.
He's kind of one of those dudes that when he's on your team, you love him. When he's not on your team, you hate him. Sounds like somebody else we used to have on our team.
Steve Smith.
And another dude. And another guy.
Cam. Jake. There's a couple.
Cam is the exact same thing. Yo, people hate Cam Newton for no reason. And I'm not trying to say they're the same, but I'm just saying that it's the same thing. Right? People hate Cam for just being Cam, and we love him. And Cam is a former NFL MVP. I'm not trying to compare the play. I'm just trying to compare the situation.
And he was a different, and I think Cam had a higher level of leadership qualities that he does not get enough credit for.
Oh, I agree with that too.
In the general public, like you can't find a teammate that has a bad thing to say about Cam Newton. Not one.
No, I agree. No, I agree with that. 1,000%.
So even when he showed up to the team middle of the season last year, they had nothing bad to say about that man. That says a lot. So, but talking about Cam Newton and why people hate him outside of his teammates is a whole different episode.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. I mean, yeah, my man said Kelvin Benjamin. Okay. Kelvin Benjamin. Maybe Baker should wear the number 13 and get that stink off that number. Kelvin Benjamin ain't even in the league no more.
So, but no, I think that's an interesting talking point, though. Is Baker Mayfield gonna bring the toxicity to Carolina in that locker room that has the brand painted all over it? Right.
Well, at least we'll have a brand. We'll have a brand. We'll have a brand then.
Right. So, like, is that what we doing? Like,
keep toxying.
Keep toxying.
We'll have a brand. We always complain about not having a brand. We'll have one.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, my man called Kelvin Benjamin Bojangles. I'm done. Why no press conference yet? Because he's not the starter.
Dave, that man is going to be the starter, bro.
I know what he's going to be. Appreciate the super chat, AC Bass. The clip answers y'all question. So, all right, let me pull this.
Dave, pull it up. No, pull it up on your joint so we can all listen to it.
You mean on Discord?
Pull it up on wherever it is so we can all listen to whatever it is. Because I can't see it right now where I'm at. Either.
Hold on, let me copy the text and text it to myself. Give me 1 second. And then I'll pull it up and I'll share it.
Let's listen to this clip. Because Cobb is pushing this clip. This better be good too, bro.
Let me text this to myself real quick.
What I'm sipping, this is tea right here.
All right. My text should pop up and then I can pull this up on the tubes. All right.
Let's play this thing and share your screen too, Dave.
I will. Give me 1 second. One second. Let me share real quick. I'm going to refresh it once I bring it up. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Sorry about this. Sorry for the delay, guys. Give me 1 second. StreamYard don't let me go do this on the Chrome browser, so give me 1 second. All right, let's see here.
It's a Superman chat.
I see what you did there, sir. All right. Can you guys see this? So hopefully you can hear this.
End zone. Turbo's hot. He's in the pocket. He's going to roll right. He's going to roll and throw. Harrison Bryant caught it. Touchdown. Yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate it, boy. I love you, boys. Be patient. I love you. What's the drive going to end up like? End zone. That's what it's going to end up like. Turbo's hot.
Okay, what I missed?
In the pocket. All right. He's going to roll and throw. Harrison Bryant caught it. Touchdown.
Yeah, that was it. I wonder if you guys catch the beginning of him saying about what he was going to do. I mean, that ain't.
Yeah, what does that prove?
He called the touchdown the following play. He told the referee to throw a touchdown.
That answered nothing.
Nothing. That for me is just he's got more dog than the last two quarterbacks. I'll give you that. The last two quarterbacks we've had, I think he's got more dog than Darnold and Teddy. From that standpoint.
So he ran to he's saying he ran to Jarvis and Odell because he threw the touchdown to the tight end.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He
told him just be patient. That's what he said.
Yeah, he did say just be patient. He told him just be patient.
I'm sure every quarterback tells their receivers that don't get the football that. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't really do much for me.
He did tell him just be patient. So for fantasy football owners, if he starts throwing touchdowns to Ian Thomas and Tommy Tremble, and he goes to DJ Moore and says just be patient, how are you gonna feel about that? Although he did throw a decent chunk of his targets to wide receivers, he just had more tight ends.
Yeah, he uses his tight ends, and again, we don't know if that's a product of the scheme or if that's just him favoring the tight ends because of the safety blanket aspect to their role. I don't know.
Well, we know that Stefanski, he came from Minnesota, and they like to utilize the tight ends.
Yeah, so and the numbers that I pulled did come from last season under Stefanski. So I don't know what it looks like prior to that. I didn't look at the numbers.
Yeah, so from that standpoint, you got to take that into account too, because we have a head coach that does not utilize the tight ends in a receiver manner. But we got to see what happens, man. You know who else utilized tight ends? Who was an offensive coordinator for us before he came to Carolina to coach under Rhule? Joe Brady. Joe Brady utilized tight ends. So, things might change. But let me see here. Yeah, this might happen. This might be a thing.
That's definitely going to happen.
Did you see that random question? Did you see that whole back and forth that Baker had on the interview with Steve Smith that happened a while back?
I saw it a long time ago. Super awkward.
When Steve Smith asked him, what position would you want to play? And he said safety.
Super awkward. I seen that.
And Steve Smith said, I'll knock you out. Yeah.
Super awkward.
That was hilarious. But all right, man. What else we got going on today?
I ain't got nothing else, man.
You ain't got nothing else, man?
I don't got nothing else.
I feel a little bit better than I did when the news came out.
Same. I mean, partially because we don't have a choice.
Well, no, I can still complain even if I don't have a damn choice. I mean, shit, I complain about Rhule all the time when I don't have a damn choice. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think I feel a little bit better about it. I stand by what I said about the expectations, though. I think we should expect to win more games than what we're projected. I think Cat Crate said 9-8, and I said, well, 9-8 might be enough to keep Rhule, maybe. That'll definitely get Baker paid. I just think people don't. I think people got to decide what they expect. Like, you want your team to win, regardless of who the coach and the quarterback is. You want your squad to win. And you shouldn't be rooting for, because I was seeing this on Twitter too, you shouldn't be rooting for your team to lose so you can get rid of Rhule. I'm not there.
Nah.
I'm never going to be there.
That ain't us, bro.
Nah. I saw that on Twitter a lot, and I'm like, bro, I'm not there. Like, I'm not at the point where I want the guy to fail. Look, I got to watch these games every week. I got a podcast on this team. You think I want to see us lose for 17 weeks?
You think we want to sit up here and complain about losing all the time?
No. You think when we go to the other podcast for our opposing team, I don't want to say great things about my squad? I want them to make it easy for us, not hard. Because at the beginning of the season, it was easy. And then those losses started piling up. And we would be hopping in these, so we will hop on with the Patriots guy, or we'll hop on with another team that we're playing, and we'll just be sitting there like, yo, this is going to be bad.
Right.
I have no interest in that.
Facts.
And yes, PJ Walker absolutely is getting cut.
Yeah,
the PJ Walker era is over.
Yeah, PJ probably gonna be a practice squad dude.
Oh, we didn't even talk about. So, and then we can close this out. But what do you? So you're like me. You think Sam's gonna be on the roster? I think he is.
I think so too. I've seen people say, either way, Sam is gonna be straight. You cut him, he's getting $18 million. Keep him. You can try to trade him, but that ship is kind of sailed at this point. You saw what it took. You saw what it took to get Baker Mayfield, and Sam is a step down from that. So you think Sam is gonna willingly do all that when he has $18 million in the can with no reason to want to leave? Like, we haven't given him a reason other than the fact we brought another quarterback. Different from the situation that Baker dealt with, right? I think it's a little bit different. But I don't think he's gonna want to. I wouldn't. I mean, that's probably the last big check he's ever gonna get, $18 million. So I wouldn't.
But don't you think
Baker, at least, I think Baker can at least potentially play for another contract. I think the ship is kind of, once Sam is done, I think his ship's kind of sailed, bro.
Don't you think that Sam wants to start again? Because he had the whole.
Wants to.
But he had the whole, I think I'm a good quarterback and blah, blah, blah.
Of course, every quarterback's going to say that. Every quarterback thinks they still got it and wants to start. But there's a reality component to it.
But do you think that he has do you think he could give Baker fits? I don't know if he can get Baker fits anymore.
Nah, I don't. I think that when the trade was made for Baker, Baker's the guy. Like, I think that's it. I think if they felt confident in Sam, they wouldn't have traded for Baker. Point blank, period. Sam got $18 million in the can. Go ahead and take that $18 million. Either he gets cut, he's got $18 million, or he stays on the roster, he got $18 million. There's no way I'm voluntarily taking a pay cut to go somewhere. There's no more open positions. Where else can Sam go right now to start?
Seattle.
He's not starting over. I don't think he would start over anybody in Seattle.
Oh, yeah, he probably
he wouldn't start. Nigga, I would give Tavares. I
don't know if he could beat. I don't know if he could beat Geno Smith.
Yeah, Geno. I keep saying Tavares. Anytime I talk about Seattle, I keep saying Tavares. He wouldn't beat you. I would take Geno Smith over Sam Darnold right now, easily. Nope, definitely not. You see what Davis Mills did last year? I'm rocking with Davis Mills over Sam Darnold, bro, easily. There's 32 starting jobs. There's nowhere else he's gonna go to start. Take the 18 million. That's the last big check you're ever gonna get. Build your retirement. Do what you gotta do. That's generational money. Be smart with it. It's a wrap for you, bro. You had your chance last year, and you didn't take advantage of it. It's over.
It's over for you.
It's over, bro. Just being honest. Unless something happens to Baker and Sam ends up getting the starting quarterback role again, and he like just knocks it out the park. That's the only way. It's over for him, bro. That's it. Yep, USFL. I see y'all with the USFL, the CFL, the European, whatever. It won't be in the NFL. It's over, bro. He can be a backup somewhere, but that as far as 18 million, he's never seen that again. He's never seen that shit again. It's over. So there's no, if I'm his agent, there's no way I'm telling him to take a deal anywhere else or take a pay cut like Baker Mayfield did. Baker, he has a glimpse of hope. He can play well this year. He's got 18, 17 games to prove it. It's his to lose, essentially. So if he balls out, he can get paid somewhere else. If not, he might be kind of on the same wavelength as Baker, as Sam. Sam not starting for Seattle, dog. It's not happening.
Nah, I mean that's the only team I could think of that he can have an outside shot. I don't think anybody else will give him a chance.
Nope.
All right, man. You ready to shut this thing down?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I got a long day, another long day tomorrow. Some more dad stuff.
How long you gonna be in Myrtle Beach?
To Sunday.
Wow.
I'm here all week, bro. It's dance competition should end Thursday, but then we gonna hang out here for the rest of the weekend.
As you should. I mean, they got some nice beaches in Myrtle Beach. The weather should.
If it's not raining, weather was crazy on the drive down here, man. It was wild. Raining hard.
It's almost hurricane season. And watch for the Rona.
Oh yeah, well, it is what it is.
It's back.
It is what it is.
But all right, man.
All right, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and all that stuff. I think FanFest tickets for Dave. Yeah, go ahead. I saw you.
Shout out to the super chat. It just popped up. Trey Sam returned the other owner, finishes Rock Hill. Corral should be the number 2. We're not trading Sam. Appreciate the super chat though, White Chocolate Espresso, but we're not trading Sam. And Rock Hill is Rock Hill at this point. So, and yeah, before we close out, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Use the code PNP when you go to UnderdogFantasy.com. They do a lot of great things at that website. They're doing the best ball leagues right now. Rosters are still changing, so you can probably take advantage of some of those adjustments. They're doing the pickups for baseball, golf, MMA, and other sports. So just check them out. Underdog Fantasy. Use the promo code PNP. UnderdogFantasy.com.
Yep. All right. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm out.
All right, man. It's been real, guys. You have a good one. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's been real. Have a good one, guys. And always remember, keep pounding.